Questlove, five-time Grammy Award winner, drummer, frontman for The Roots, the house band for The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Quest, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jacqueline. Thank you.
The Roots Picnic, one of the most anticipated events of the year in Philly. I've been there at Penn's Landing over the years. I was almost front row last year at the Mann Center trying to fight my way to the front. Didn't quite get there. At what point did you decide, okay, you know what? We can still do this. We can still give Philly a Roots Picnic in a COVID-19 world.
I think back in March, we sort of figured out that what people have been calling the new normal, we just saw it as like, okay, we're living in history right now, and history's rules are about to be rewritten right now, and the idea of virtual entertainment might be deemed a little bit uncomfortable, but it's like once you get over the apprehension of, oh, I'm not sure this can happen, then we just went full stream ahead. We wanted to have a night with Red Talk Table with Michelle Obama as a guest, so we were going to announce like a month later after the Saturday sold out that there was going to be an extra day with more acts involved, and so it just, you know, our contacts are good, our work ethic is good, and our creativity is there, and we called up our friends and asked them to contribute, and it's happening.
I remember seeing her last year on stage. I know she's one of many incredible performers we can expect to see this year, right?
Yeah, this year for performances, we have her, we have Lil Baby, Roddy Ricch, SZA, Kirk Franklin, Snow Allegra, Polo G, G Herbo, Music Soul Child, Earth Gang, and we also have we're also doing a pre-picnic at 2:30, in which a bunch of our DJ friends, popular DJ friends on Instagram, are going to be spending all day. And the thing is that we're doing it to raise awareness for voter registration, and we're trying to successfully register 500,000 new voters with When We All Vote with Michelle Obama.
I think you'll have no problem doing that. You've done so much to help lift spirits during this quarantine with your DJing on social media platforms at a time when we all really needed to be elevated emotionally. And you gave it to us through music, the healing power of music, a different way to connect, but just as important.
Yeah, it's weird. At the beginning, I didn't think like I was doing all big of a service, because, you know, DJing and performing is sort of second nature to me. But I realized after a while, like, how this was affecting people, and how I have a platform which could be a source of comfort for people.
You continue to uplift us through music in this time of racial inequality and protests for justice. You're born and raised here in Philly, Philly to the core. And what has taken place this last month has been heartbreaking and hard for all of us to watch. What has this past month been like for you?
You know, on one hand, you know, I have family. I have a lot of family there. I have friends there, but it's almost like, you know, 2020 is about perfect vision. And, you know, what better way than to rewrite? And I know that people often felt like, oh, okay, well, you know, when we go back to, people always speak of like, oh, I can't wait to get back to normal. For a lot of Philadelphians, the idea of getting back to normal was never a good idea. Like, I, for one, I lived on Osage Avenue. And for people that know what that means, especially in the days of 1985, to be on that block as it's on fire, I learned at an early age that none of these times were normal. You know, and I've dealt with police brutality and all those things that initially I didn't feel like it was my place to share, or any of those things, but I think this is a very necessary action, and it's going to be uncomfortable, and this is a definition of revolution, but I also have faith that this will result in a more just and peaceful existence once people really hear each other.
You've said 52nd Street runs through your veins, and we saw much of that area damaged with looting. Have you been back to that area of West Philly since all of this happened?
Yeah, I mean, I was born on 52nd Street, and the first thing I did when we were scouting locations for the Roots picnic tomorrow was I drove up and down that block, and just to see what had happened. I believe that this time more than any time, that people are willing to listen to us. And it's a shame that sometimes you have to go to a drastic place to make people listen to you and understand and have empathy. But I have faith in times like these.
We appreciate you and all you continue to do for this city, always giving back in huge ways. Thank you for your time, Quest. We can't wait to see you do your thing again this year, as you always do, rising up despite the challenges. It is an honor to have you right here on NBC10. Thank you.
It's an honor. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you, Philly.